how people say, "Oh, I loved kids," and because I could give them back to where they belong to. It says, "Shut up." Okay, keep playing the game. Okay. As y'all can see on the screen, guys, we are on the finale of The Wreck, okay? I know this video wasn't getting that many views, but I at least wanted to finish it out for the people who were watching it, as well for myself. I mean, I could have finished it off camera, but, I mean, I want to at least show to those who are watching the video, you know, the finale, okay? All right, because I know some people, when their video's not getting much views, they don't finish it because it's kind of like, what's the point? Nobody really watching it, but over here, I love everybody who just click on the video, whether you finish it completely or not. But that's not how I truly start off my videos. But what is up, my beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for tuning in with me today. I already said what we here, what we're doing. It's the finale. I'm excited to see what's going to happen, y'all. I'm not going to keep this intro long because we got to get straight into this gameplay. But y'all already know. Y'all already know. Keep your water nearby. Okay? Keep them snacks on deck. Okay? And grab your blanket. Like I said before, this game, I should say, remind me of very much cozy vibes. And just putting it on, whether you're about to fall asleep, clean up, whatever the case may be, just some background. And yeah, y'all not gonna hear much of my commentary, but I will try to hit it in when I can. But I'll see y'all in the game. Let's get into it. So we left off, I think.
She's right.
Yep, we about to get the story, y'all.
Of course,
the true
she's
story.
Right.
What really
happened. I need
happened.
to remember now. It's time. I think I'm ready. That's it. I remember now.
Okay, let's see
Not
what happened that day.
But
you could at least crack a window. All that rain brought a cool front.
It had just rained. The road was wet and slippery.
Ah, shit, I can't drive with these heels on.
Junon, why you had on heels?
I can't focus.
Oh my god, everything.
I was exhausted. Stressed out. In no condition to drive. I was nervous about meeting with my producer.
No wonder she's feeling guilty.
Mom, watch for the deer!
I don't know why I didn't see the deer earlier. My mind must have been elsewhere. When I heard your warning, my first thought was to avoid hitting it. They were your favorite animal. So I swerved and we ran off the road. And then...
I'm sorry, little Bambi would have got hit. Little Bambi would have just been... child. Oh, I clicked something. Okay, I clicked on the brush. Let's see. So that crash is the actual same day that it happened. I kind of wish I clicked on something else, but okay. I mean, wait, let's go in here first. I'm sorry I'm gonna be sniffling, y'all. My cat's alerted my allergies. If you don't know, I'm allergic to my cats.
What are you doing, my little fawn?
Playing with Grandma's dollhouse.
What game?
I'm playing you when you weren't a mom yet.
Can I play? I'll be Alex. Hey, cutie. You come here often?
Hi. Do you want a baby?
This is
Kids
moving
are
a bit
cute.
fast. What the heck? Let's make the best little girl on earth.
Of course she'll be the best.
How do you know?
Well, I'm the one making her in my belly, so...
I loved the way that your little brain continually managed to make sense of the world.
I hate those
But that
pauses.
day, the most astonishing thing was your assurance. How on earth did you have so much trust in me?
I click on every object now. Okay, cool. I should get some tissue, shouldn't I? Hold on. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna say I want to start from the far distance. Ooh, 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 right there.
Damn, June, I can't believe it. I'm going to be a dad. We're going to be parents. When I got your picture, I yelled so loud, I think 3 guys here had a stroke. I'm just unable to focus on work. I'm so happy. It feels so... I feel like it's going to change my life.
It is.
I mean,
No, I mean, it's going to change me. Like, I never be the same again. I can't wait. And you, what do you think?
I think you should take the afternoon off and come home.
Oh, okay. But why? Is there an emergency? Do you need me?
I don't need
No,
to.
we gotta
But
celebrate.
I am wondering what it's like to have sex with a dad.
Wow, what a weird thing to say. I'm on my way.
he
He
didn't
was
even say
right,
he's not
you know.
coming.
Your dad. When you arrived, he changed to his core. Before you were born, he was always a bit lost, a bit wandering through his own life. But from the day you showed up, it was as if everything had become clear for him, as if he finally understood what he was doing here.
This is a baby in the back. I gotta get some tissue. Okay, the mirror. That's broken. Well, the mirror. There you go. I think this is my favorite segment to go through, the one that's flipping through like pictures. Oh. Mummy and Astrid. Did they even have a moment right here? I don't even think they had a moment. Oh, there you go. Just laughter. Mommy and Daddy. What happened to the shower curtain? It was there and then it disappeared. Like, I just want to know, what does that symbolize for them in the game? Marie. I'm gonna be flicking through a little faster, guys. Let me know if y'all see something. Oh, this is after she passed away. They cleaned up all her stuff. Okay, wait, anything was there? No. Is that the mirror right there on the thing?
Listen to me, Junon.
Oh,
You
this
and
is what
Alex
Marie
brought an
said.
extraordinary little girl into this world. Astrid was our sunshine. She gave us all a lot of light all through her tiny life. You were able to make such a being because you have it in you. The sun. And the sun never goes out. It shines. So hang on. And shine bright. I know you can.
Love you.
I'm proud of you.
You and Marie have a connection that's peculiar. You used to spend hours in her shop watching her paint. She loved that you were so curious. She smiled at you, explained stuff to you. She asked for your opinion about her work. Can you imagine? When I was 4 years old, I wasn't even allowed in her damn workshop. But you had something
Grandkids get
inside
special
of you
treatment.
that completely changed her. Actually,
It's
I
called
think
grandkids.
this is what saved me that day. The idea that even Marie could be touched by a ray of sunlight. There had to be one out there for me too.
And I also think grandparents look at grandchildren as their second chance to raising a child, because like they raised their child, but you know that was their first time being a parent, so they had to learn the ins and outs. But then when they get a grandchild, they're like, okay, I know what to do this time around. And granted, also at the same time, it's like it's not the same thing, but it's the same thing because it's like it's still their baby, hence grandchildren or child. So it's still technically they look at it as their child, but they also look at it as the fact that they don't necessarily have to keep that child. You know what I mean? You know how people say, "Oh, I loved kids and because I could give them back to where they belong to." It says, "Shut up." Okay, keep playing the game. Okay, my bad. But y'all get what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, y'all. My nose is nosing.
It might be the right time for me to admit it, my little phone. You don't have magical powers. You never had any. You didn't put us under a spell. Not Marie, nor your dad or I. It's easy to hide behind the fact that your being there made everything else possible. And to convince ourselves that your not being there is forever locking us out of being happy. That's not true. The seeds that allowed us to change were always inside of us. Sure, they were buried deeply, but they couldn't wait to grow. And you were simply an incredible, a wonderful beam of sunlight.
You don't have to do this to me, Mom. You don't have to do this to yourself. How much longer do I have to make you miserable?
Beam of sunlight.
My little fawn, I can't do this to you. I don't know if I'll ever be able to forgive myself for what happened, but you've brought too much light in my life for me to reduce you to that.
What is that?
Oh.
Mom, what do you mean by that?
You know what I mean.
You know what I mean.
I do,
kind of don't know.
but I'm not sure you do. So I'm going to need you to say it. What is
Research
that?
Just like nothing. Negativity. Accident.
The accident! It was an accident.
Yes, it was an accident, Mom. I lived a life full of joy and laughter and vibrating plastic lightsabers.
Don't bring that up, little
Shouldn't
girl.
ever have found that. And it wasn't a lightsaber.
You think I don't know that? I lived a great life full of love. I will always love Dad, Marie, Diane, and you. For everything you've given me. For the cozy spot that you made for me in your lives. And then one day, there was an accident. It was an accident. Say it again.
Was an accident.
It was an accident.
An accident. A disaster. A calamity. There's nothing to forgive. It's not your fault. You know that, right? Deep down.
Do I? Then why do I feel all this guilt?
Because everything that was going on.
Yeah.
The
That's
heels,
another
the
mystery.
tired.
You're angry. But are you sure that you're angry at yourself, Mom?
I don't know.
I believe in you. You'll figure it out. And when you do, you'll make the right decision. I think you're ready now.
I'm ready.
So that
Thank you,
accident was
little
just.
Thank you for your help. You can leave
Was
now.
it? My bad.
I've got this.
I know.
Oh. And Astrid is gone.
I love you very much, Mom.
Oh my goodness. That makes me so sad. I'm not gonna cry. I'll be mad. I'll be like, I'm not gonna
Me
cry.
too, Astrid. I love you very, very much.
It's okay if you cry, guys. It's okay. Oh my god, my allergies are getting on my nerves, y'all. And I'm not being funny. Like, literally.
I know you'll always be with
My
me.
cat started it.
I can feel you are here, and it gives me strength. And I'm going to need a lot of that if I'm going to go in there. But Marie needs me, and we have a lot to talk about. I guess I should have asked the doctor to give me a little something before I went into this room.
Finally about to see Marie.
You don't get free samples of benzos every day. All right, Junon. Cut the bullshit. Hi, Marie.
Is she alert?
Sorry I made
Meet
you
Marie
wait.
and find out whether it's
I
all
had to
black and
sort
white.
out a few things. A lot of things.
Oh.
But anyway, you knew I was coming eventually, didn't you? You've always had this weird gift of knowing what we're about to do before we even think about doing it. Once again, you were right. I'm here. But I almost didn't come in. I was close earlier, but I just stood outside the door. I was angry at you. I don't even know why. I mean, you're not exactly
say
the
she's
warmest
saying this to
mother
her.
in the world. Still, why are things so complicated between us? Why do I always feel so threatened when I'm around you?
Girl, if you don't
Come
sit down.
A crucifix? You? Wait, is it... I remember now. I've seen this before. Was that last night? Shit, now it's all hazy.
Oh, we gotta click on the necklace. What this is. Where it come from. What happened last night.
Hold on. What's that around your neck? Is that a cross?
This? It's a childhood keepsake. I found it in my stuff a while back.
What? Were you a
Over here, Maddie
choir
voice.
girl or something?
It's a bit more complicated than that.
I'm listening. Please, you never told me anything about your youth.
Ugh. What the heck? After all, why not? That might do me good. And I owe you that.
What's that
What is it?
supposed to mean?
Nothing. Just shut your mouth, pour me a glass of wine, and listen.
Okay, we starting. We hearing her story, y'all.
We used to live in a small village in the east. Gray, boring, and hideous. People were dumb and mean, always keeping tabs on others to tear them down. And of course, these fakers were in church all the time. I spent years in that cesspool, never asking questions. When I was 14, let me tell you, Jesus was my best friend. I would tell him about everything I did wrong in my head. And let me tell you, I was a terrible kid. Naughty, ill-behaved,
Naughty?
always running around.
Naughty?
A tiny devil. And also,
Oh, Lord.
I had this desire and fire in my chest. Nasty thoughts. But I really thought that he loved me as I was.
Drawing. I thought that said dreaming for a second. Excuse you?
Back then,
Am
I
I saying
had
am I
three
clicking
sources
it?
of comfort. Jesus, books, and drawing. So I spent an insane amount of time sketching in the neighborhood churches. It was a disease. Everything I laid eyes on had to end up on a sheet of paper. At least then, people left me alone.
Okay. Privacy.
Otherwise, let me tell you that I never got a minute of peace. Family with 4 kids living in a 2-room apartment. So, I looked after them. Washing them. Doing their homework. I was the oldest. 7 years ahead of my oldest brother. Those little
This is what her
ones were
sister
like
was
my
talking
own
about,
kids.
Deanne.
My mother had too much work. At least, while I was taking care of them, I didn't have those weird desires.
What's these weird desires she talked about? Did I miss it? Did she say what it was?
My dad always had a steak on his plate when he got home. Every night. My mother used to say that he deserved it, working his ass off at the mill for us. But one night, I was still awake when he came home. He was completely shit-faced. He was living in a fallen world. The steel industry was his life, but his life had no tomorrow. So he drank. That night he looked at me... weird. I didn't understand.
Oh no.
I felt guilty.
What did daddy do to you, girl? Oh, what was that?
We were two peas in a pod, my aunt and I. She was the whore in the family. She didn't want to settle, she didn't want kids. She had escaped to live the crazy life in Paris. Freedom. The exact opposite of my mother. One time, she told me something about my mom and dad. Something that blew everything else up. There was an evening dance. He was 19, and she was 15. According to my aunt, he was a bit tipsy. He brought her into a small clearing, and there, he forced her. They had to get married in a hurry after that, when they learned that my mother was pregnant.
And that was where...
With me.
Right, and that's what the drama was at the beginning of this episode. This guy never
My
was
mother
rich and
always
freezing.
worked her butt off. She would work one factory job after the other, then clean up rich folks' homes. I used to think she was the bravest person in the world. And the strongest. Of course, she had her own temper. She would get into these screaming matches sometimes. And she would drink too. But I was convinced that I could trust her.
Now she slapped you. What is with these parents being so... Ooh, no. Oh, no. Going on
One
over
night, I went out with some girlfriends and boyfriends. We only went to the movies, but she lectured me. You're bringing shame on this family, she said. People at church are talking. Something bad's gonna happen to you if you keep tempting men. I answered that if it ever happened to me, I, for one, wouldn't marry my abuser. She hit me.
Uh-oh.
For the first time. She hit me again later. I was getting slapped around because she hated her life. I was blaming her for not fighting back. I wasn't going to let her treat me like this.
So what you do? You hit her with the bottle? Betrayed.
The day after, it felt like a spell was broken. The church stank. The sculptures were ugly. And the male-dominated Jesus stuff made me sick. You don't love me, I whispered to him. Bastard. At that very moment, and that, let me tell you, that's something I'll never forget. The Christ started to bleed.
Girl, what you done did? So that water about to turn to blood? Oh, there we go. And now that water, yeah, I'm gonna say everything.
I had my first period right after my tantrum at the church. I was already 14 years old.
Knew all that water was gonna
But then,
change.
my body started to develop.
That's that
The
slap.
more my body changed, the more my father scared me. Hell, he terrified me. Not just because he was domineering and brutal. It was uncomfortable even being in the same room as him. He was always watching me, commenting on my clothes. I felt like a piece of meat.
The slap.
The last time she raised her hand to me, she hit me so hard. My nose started
Oh,
bleeding.
poor Marie.
We were having another fight about one of my outings. By that time, I was going out for real, just to spite her. You know me. She called me a harlot. So, I bit back. At least I'm not gonna stick with the first guy who knocks me up. I didn't have time to finish saying it. Whack! She slapped the shit out of me, and she spit out. If it were up to me, you're the one I would have dumped. It's stupid. But that struck me right in the gut. And that's when it came up, boiling. The rage. I tasted blood in my throat. I couldn't think straight.
What you do to her
My
mama,
ears
y'all?
started ringing. I felt a jolt running through my body. Then I
You attacked your mama? What you do?
And it was over. I couldn't walk it back.
Wait, what'd she do? All I heard was gravel noises. What happened? I'm confusion. Cross. Excuse me. Ugh.
This cross is the only thing I have left from her, you know? I took it when I left home that very night. I stole it from her. I don't know why I took it. I used to do that a lot back then. Steal stuff, but I'm happy I did it. It gives me a chance to think about her, to remember, never to be like her.
I'm looking at it pan up.
You see, I'm always telling you to face things head on. But that day, I left. I met with my aunt in Paris with just a few cents in my pocket. I never saw them again. Not her, not him, not the kids. And I never turned back. You hear, Miss Kivas? Shit, don't tell me you fell asleep. What a disaster. You really can't handle your booze. Don't worry, daughter. I will still be there tomorrow, and the next day too. There to tell you again what you already know. People are ugly, let me tell you. They're dangerous, all of them. That's just the way things are.
See, now I understand why her mom was the way she was telling her stuff she was telling her.
Stay vigilant. That's how I got out of it. Jen gets it, I think. But you, darling, you're too weak. You want to trust people. You want to have faith. But I told you many times, you can't trust anyone. Ever. You don't need me to tell you that. Life's unfair. That's just how it is.
So this is what your life was like. That explains so many things.
Right.
Now I understand why you can't trust anyone. Why you don't let anyone love you. Anytime I think about how it must have been for you, it's increasingly obvious. How lucky I was to have Astrid. Every second of my life I spent with her was filled with happiness. You never got to have that. Not as a daughter. Nor as a mother. But how could I forget what you told me last night?
Last night.
I wasn't all there. Too little sleep and too much wine. But for the first time in your life, you open up a little and I nod off? It's absurd. As if I didn't want to hear it. Was it that I was angry that you waited so long before telling me? Or was it something else? Something I didn't want to look in the face until now?
No, the car accident done. Now we getting some new cinematics. What's this? Some flowers? They dancing. This is like the flowers at the beginning of the thingy on her desktop. What's going on? Gravity has left the building. Oh. It's like the car accident, just in the building instead. There's different stuff. Oh, let's click on this seashell. This is new. I think we clicked on the lighter before. Or I was trying to, I thought we was about to get some new information, y'all. Right there, what was that?
What about those over there, in the tank? Are they still alive?
Of course. The true connoisseur prefer to cook their lobsters at the last minute. And
I'll take them.
absolutely, miss. one or two?
I want them all.
I mean, there's about 2 dozen in there. Did you win the lottery or something?
I'll need one of your coolers too for the road.
No, ask her
I
question.
drove
She
to the
said she
ocean,
want all of them.
opened the box and threw them back in the sea.
I was about to say.
Freeing them was pointless, laughable even. But it felt amazing. I was able to change things. I could reject the fact that it is what it is. Just say no. What's the point in being alive if everything's already been decided for us?
That's the next thing. Let's hit that lighter. The night of the date, my mama kissed my sister date, and she cray. Had a net one behind her back. Let's just keep going until we see something. Yep, right there. What's this?
These paintings are magnificent.
Potion.
But how do you do it?
Oh, well, that's hard to put into words. Usually I have a theme in my head, a topic I'm obsessed with, and all of a sudden, everything becomes clear. The shapes, the colors, they fight their way through my brain. Kind of like visions. And then
Okay, so how y'all end up
I simply
kissing?
must paint. I can't control it. In fact, if I didn't paint in that moment, I could flip, do crazy things.
While Diane and I were dancing, I could hear Marie doing her spiel for Sasha. I'd heard it 100 times. The visions, what she called her mystical experience. A whole lot of crap. 10 minutes later, I set the kitchen on fire. Blinded by the urgency, as if my body was overriding my brain. Just goes to show you. As much as I hate it, she might have been telling the truth about her process. I guess I work like that too.
So we going back to reflect all on... No, because that lobster wasn't about Marie. Okay, I'm gonna see what happened. Their paintings? Oh, what was that right there?
Where did the
Lie.
bird go?
Oh, it's gone.
It is?
Yes. Early this morning, I opened the windows to let in some fresh air. It jumped on the edge of its box, looked at me, and then it flew away.
Oh. Did it look happy?
It did, my dearest daughter. It looked so happy.
That was a lie, of course. I know that now. But I believed that beautiful story at the time, without reservation. That's another thing which doesn't work in my relationship with Marie. The fact that she would lie to me because she doesn't believe I'd be able to face the truth. The fact that she doesn't trust me to deal with it.
It's a lot to click on. Okay, let's click on the glasses. We never had the glasses before. This is gonna let us see. Oh, yeah, the art gallery. Oh, right there.
Mademoiselle,
Competition.
could I have another glass of champagne?
Oh, I don't work here. I'm Marie Demange's assistant, also her daughter.
Her daughter. Remarkable. But you don't look anything like her. Do you paint as well?
No, I don't. I'm more of a...
Of course you don't. Why would you, with such a talented mother around?
Excuse me.
I've never felt like I'm competing with Marie.
Rude.
My love for the movies, my penchant for writing. I did it all for
Penchant.
myself, without thinking about her. But perhaps she was actually feeling threatened, as if the creative process was uniquely hers, her exclusive domain.
Are we back in the bathroom? Oh no, the house.
I still can't believe how much Astrid loved that house.
Why are you surprised? It's awesome.
Really?
Well, yeah. Have you looked at it up close? There's all these little intricate details. You can open the doors, move the furniture, turn on the lights. Marie must have spent a
Ooh.
lot of time on it. I don't know. I think it's an awesome present.
Right. That present is cool.
When Alex said that,
especially as a
I
kid.
was reminded about my mobile. Just like the house, it was magnificent, intricate, exquisite. I believe that's why I kept it in my room for so long, hanging above my bed. These two presents were the two singular proofs that Marie cared for us. That was her way of saying she loves us.
Need.
And so, you're working for Marie now?
It's not like that, Alex.
Like what?
I don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I left you to run back to my overbearing mother's clutches. No, you're wrong. That's not it.
I'm well aware that you don't need your mother. She's the one who needs you.
For a moment there, I thought Alex was out of his mind. Marie needing me?
I'm getting so many more detail into the story, y'all.
Thank you for the mobile. I can't believe you managed to find it.
Oh, it's nothing.
Do you want to stay for a bit? Coffee?
Look at Junon
No,
looking at
thank
picture,
you.
y'all.
I gotta go. I have a meeting.
A meeting?
Yeah, a thing. Don't worry about it. Say hi to Alex for me.
Oh, I'll call him. He's just in the next room.
Oh, hi Alex. Bye Alex. Done. Gotta go. Bye.
Mama, what you was doing?
I rarely saw Marie being ill at ease, but the few times it did happen was when she came to the house to visit when Astrid was born. It was as if she felt like she was intruding on our family. Maybe because she didn't know what it was like having one.
Gotta flip through this quick because this will take a minute. Yep, right there.
Mom, thank you.
What for?
You know what for. For what you just told me. For not giving up on me. For your help.
Listen to me, dear. One thing is for sure on this wretched earth. A single thing. It's that you don't need to thank me for anything. I'll see you Monday at the studio.
I found that really weird at the time, this whole exchange. First of all, Marie saying beautiful things, sounding more loving than ever before.
I
On
wonder,
top
did
of
her
that,
mom know she
her
was sick at
almost
that
scolding me
time?
for thanking her, as if extraordinary circumstances had forced her out of her self-imposed duty to bully me, and that she was having a hard time coming to terms with it.
Oh yeah, I know that could just be it too. The last thing. Hello. I'm clicking it. There we go. Oh, I had to click the cross itself, not the necklace. Dana's in a studio.
This isn't news to you. It's unfair, but that's how it is.
Gotta
You
break those
didn't choose to be
generational
my
curses,
daughter.
y'all.
I didn't choose to be my mother's daughter. I could blame it on God, but that would be giving him too much credit. I don't know who's to blame, really. I do know that it's unavoidable, though. And Astrid, she didn't choose us either. She wasn't supposed to be part of this family. At first, I thought that she could be the one to break the cycle, but in the end, the curse got her too, and it hit again. Harder. My shitty curse.
Oh, she's feeling guilty in her own situation. Now the car key's available. That wasn't available at first. There go that car accident. Ooh, my bad. Got my notes popping up and stuff.
Mima!
Oh, it's stifling hot in there.
Yeah, sorry, AC's broke. Get in, we're running late. Don't sit on my script.
You could at least crack a window. All that rain brought a cold front.
Mima!
Oh, sweetheart. How are you doing? You look great today.
I'm a princess, the computer princess.
That is so special.
Can we get
I
going?
kind of wish we could have
Alright,
seen them
alright.
in this.
We have
like the
time.
final
I
scene.
don't. I need to drop off Astrid at Mina's and then I have a meeting at the production office to show my...
Just start the car. That will teach me to ask you for a special favor.
Yeah, this is the third special favor this week, Marie.
Just go. In great.
Wait.
Shit, I can't drive with these heels on.
Why are you even wearing these things?
Right, that's what I'm
Silly
wondering.
me, just dressing up for a business meeting.
Wear different shoes when you
Sweetie,
drive.
what present
Just
did you
pack
bring
it.
for me now?
A Play-Doh pizza factory. I love pizza.
You look really flushed, dear. Are you too hot? Let me take your coat off.
Marie, what on earth are you doing?
Just for 1 second.
Forget it. Sit down. We're almost there.
Just watch the road.
You sit
I'm
down
almost...
right now. Stop that.
You are worse than a traffic cop.
That's why she have anger towards her mom too. She thinks,
Shit,
Oh,
watch
that-
it. My
that's
script.
You're still writing for this
girl,
garbage?
put your
Damn,
script inside the
Scabies.
glove
You
department.
might have the lowest self-esteem I've ever seen, but I must admire your perseverance.
Oh yeah, that's the nickname
No
they
one
gave
asked
her.
for your opinion. I didn't sleep all night. I can't focus. Also, I'm too old for this.
Okay, I'm taking off my coat now.
Anyway, sounds like you're not yet too old to be a mediocre writer.
They was arguing while she was driving.
Marie, please. This is too much praise.
I have to prod you some way or another. You are so incredibly lazy.
And they keep coming. All these flowers. Really, I can't.
Nothing ever comes easy to women in this industry. I had to build it all myself. No one was there to help me. I slept 4 hours a night when you were born. I worked all the time to provide for your needs.
Oh, you really gave me everything, Marie, except perhaps self-esteem. Oh, and a father.
You're not making sense, June. You and
She
your
acting
sister
just
would
like
be
she was
nothing
to her
without
mom.
me, and you know it. You're both churlish and fearful. I gave you everything, and you're just squandering it all to write soap operas. Maybe you'd be a better writer if you had to toil a little bit more. Who knows?
Wait, family.
Mom, I need help with the thingy.
What's that, my little phone?
Sure, just change the subject.
I am not changing
How's
the
she
subject.
changing the
We weren't
subject when-
talking. What am
And
I
not only
supposed
that,
to
the
say
girl
when
had
you
said
get mad
something to
like
her.
this?
I get mad because I believe in you.
Stop yelling!
We're not yelling, sweetheart.
Anyway, this little one is only one thing you've done well.
Speaking of which, if we could
But if
avoid...
you're mishandling her the way you fucked up your career, that's concerning. Children are delicate. They need protection. You can put even the best child in a shitty family, they're gonna blow up.
Wait, why are you even saying that? What are you talking about exactly?
I made some mistakes with you two, it's true.
We turned out okay in the end, didn't we? Whatever you think.
You don't get it. There's something hanging above our heads. All of our heads.
Look up.
Something that's about to fall on our heads if we're not careful. It's been there forever. Passed from one woman onto the next in our family. Like a disease.
Are you sick, Mimo?
No, sweetie, she's not sick. This is grown-up talk.
You're right, June. Love. Love of self. It's true, I don't think I taught you that. But I think that's because no one taught me either. Or my mother.
Okay, and so you're scared for Astrid.
Uh-oh, y'all. It's getting closer.
Hold on. You, Marie, the great Marie de Mange, you believe in that nonsense? There's no curse on our heads.
Next time I'll keep my mouth shut.
Unless you keep it open, actually. I know hardly anything about your life. Not a thing. But I do realize that you had a hard time. And that you're scared.
I'm not scared.
I think you are. You're scared we'll turn out like you. But we can change. Everyone can change.
My dear daughter, I'm not sure about that. Do you think so?
I know so.
Mom, watch out, the deer.
And that's all thanks to you. You taught us that in your own twisted, painful way.
Well, look at the road.
Still,
I did what I could.
and in the end, you did give us the means to change things. You've taught us how we could blow off the entire world and do whatever we wanted. That's your way of showing love, don't you think?
Love isn't my thing.
Oh, Mom, come on. You love me and I know it, in spite of your best efforts to hide it. I can feel it, and I love you.
And I love you too, Mimo.
Oh,
No.
thank you, dearest. Makes me so happy to hear you say that.
I like it better when you're nice.
Why are you not in your seat? What are you doing standing up? Marie, why is Astrid completely unlatched?
She was sweating. I just took off her sweater. No big
Shit,
deal.
I told you to keep her safety belt on. Are you kidding me?
You know you're so uptight.
Didn't I tell y'all
Unbelievable.
I am
little
not
lady was
uptight.
doing something?
I would just like you
Mom,
to.
watch for the deer.
Astrid didn't have her seatbelt on. So I feel like she blamed her mom for what happened to Astrid too. Like she has a little bit of anger towards her mom for that because her mom took her seatbelt off. Your fault. Your fault. Mm-hmm.
It was you? You knew, didn't you? The fight, the unlatched safety belt. I'm sure you remembered, and you didn't say anything. You just hung me out to dry with my feelings of guilt. That's it. That's the real reason. That's why I was so mad at you. I'm sure that's also why you filled in this stupid paper with my name on it. You probably thought that if anything happened to you, it would be some kind of divine justice. I would have a choice of what to do with you. And now I have to make the decision.
I'm sorry.
So what am I supposed to do, Mike?
I gotta pause it. Hold on. Are they about to have me make a decision right now? Ooh, refuse, agree, hope. Ooh, wait a minute. I have a lot to say right now. I have to pause it. Okay, we're gonna talk about them choices in 1 second. First things first, I feel like once you saw that your child's seatbelt wasn't on, you would have stopped the car, right? I mean, granted, it's a shoulda, coulda, woulda situation because who knows in that moment what you would do. This is me coming from a place of me sitting still in my home, not in the car driving, not in anything. But I feel like I will have the common sense to be like, stop, especially if there's no cars behind me and there's nothing going on where it's not possible for me to pull over. It looked like they were just on open road. No cars in front, no cars on the side, no cars in the back. I would have just stopped the car and been like, hey, little girl, put your seatbelt on. Because I feel like Astrid was old enough to know how to buckle herself in and buckle herself out. You get what I'm saying? And even if she wasn't, I'm not trying to blame. I'm not putting the blame on, what's that girl name? What's this child? Junon. But I just feel like even I took the pause. Even though I said you can't blame yourself on the certain situations, yada yada yada, yeah, everything I said last episode, cool. Still stand by that. But I also feel like Junon could take some responsibility too. Yes, Grandmama was wrong. Mima was wrong. Mari was wrong for unbuckling her seatbelt to take her sweater off. I don't understand why you need to unbuckle a seatbelt to take a sweater off, but okay. yeah, she was wrong for that. But at the same time, it's like y'all both played a part being two grown adults in a moving vehicle to know, let's not do that. Let's stop the car, or you know what, better yet, mama, get that girl back in her seatbelt, please and thank you. You know what I mean? It's like I felt like they took all that time in that moment arguing about who did what versus just being like, here, let me just put a seatbelt back on. But then it's too late. But things like that, everything happened fast because you know. Okay. Hopefully that all makes sense because I'm trying to keep it realistic in my brain, being like, okay, things do happen fast. You know, like I said, once again, in that moment, it's different versus aftermath or the prior, you know what I mean? Being able to say what you would do in a situation when you're not in that situation at the very moment. It's very easy to say, but I would like, that's why I like to say, I would like to think I would have the common sense. You know what I mean? You know, that's just my little safety belt just in case. My little safety belt just in case. But yeah. But I also don't understand if it was so hot in the car, meaning more than likely it's probably hot outside. Why would you have your her jacket on still? Or let's say even if it is cold outside, you got your heater on in the car and it's hot outside, you should have been like, okay, unzip your coat. Like I said, I'm not placing the blame all on Junon. I'm not placing the blame all on her mother. I feel like they both played an even part of what happened that day. I feel like the argument was unnecessary. I feel like her wearing heels was unnecessary. A lot of people I know don't wear heels when they drive. They always just pack their heels with them to just wear or change it to when it comes time to change it to them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Now about these decisions, okay? About these decisions, I see there's hope at the top, which leads me to believe that we put it in God's hand. Like if it's meant for her to live, she will live. If it's meant for her to pass away, it's meant for her to pass away. I'm seeing, I think it says agree. Hold on, let me press resume real quick. Let's see these decisions. They may take me back a little bit. Okay, refuse, I'm not really sure. Is it refuse to kill her off or agree to kill her off? I'm kind of, I know what I said when I get to this point, I want to keep her alive, but I am kind of interested in what happened with any of these decisions. Should we get the all ending gameplay or should we save at this point? I don't know how it works. Okay, we're just gonna make a decision. Y'all play this on your own time and you figure it. You figure it out from your choice. I'm kind of torn though between hope and refuse. If refuse mean what I think it means. I kind of want to leave it in a realistic chance to be like, let's see what her body does. But could agree mean you leaving her on life support? I don't know. Because I'm just looking at where everything stands. Because refuse is for her. Agree and then hope. And I don't know if I'm leaning with hope because that's the only one that makes sense to me. Because at least I know hope means there's a slight chance she could stay alive or not. But I don't know what these two are supposed to mean. Let me read the script again. Let me see. It says, it was you, I will have a choice of what to do with you. And now I have to make that decision. So what am I supposed to do? Already. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make my decision because I couldn't figure out how to save the file or whatever. I'm going to make my decision and then we're going to go to YouTube and see the other two options. I'm going to do refuse.
Why would I make my peace with you?
Wait, what? Oh, wait, hold on, wait. Because I'm like, no, I want her
Could
to
agree to play by your rules. One last time.
Okay, hold on. You can click on each one. They'll explain it. Okay. Oh my God, that scared me for a second.
Else. We deserve that.
I think I'm gonna go with hope. I think I'm gonna go with hope because I thought it was unclear when they broke it down to me. I didn't know when you click on each thing, it would explain something. I thought refuse was just like you refuse to have something happen to her. But it sounded like if I refuse, I understand what you're missing. I'm gonna go with this. I understand what you're missing because let's look at it like this. We saw Marie growing up lifestyle, right? And she tried her best to keep her kids from feeling the way she felt, even though she still made them feel a certain way because she was so focused on not trying to make them feel, you know, what she didn't feel as a kid, if that makes sense. I think I worded that correctly. Like seeing how her parents treated her, what she had to go through, is like she wanted to instill, like even her saying you can't trust anyone, not even me, it's like it's coming from her place of knowing that she couldn't even trust her parents. Her father was doing something to her. Her mom did, was abusing her. So it's kind of just like don't trust anybody. But it's like she too busy trying to instill some type of hardness to them and left out the very loving part because she never felt love. So it's like, how could she give something that she truly never felt? And not saying she didn't love them, because it felt like she was giving them more of a tough love versus a gentle love. So it's like, I feel like they both just needed to heal from what they grew up with. And that's why it's very important to break those generational curses, y'all. And like she said, she thought Astrid would be the one to do that because of how her light was shining, how lively and loving and laughter. And you always saw how Junon was raising Astrid. Junon was giving so much love to Astrid that it's kind of crazy. And it's so crazy. I'm about to be on my soapbox real quick. It's so crazy to see that because it's like knowing how Junon felt, it kind of come like this. It come like this. Let me tell y'all. I don't know how so much of how Marie's mom was raised, but I still feel like Marie's mom wasn't raised with the best of the love intentions that she could have been, which made her result into treating her daughter that way. And it's kind of just like instead of Marie treated her child Junon and Diane with of the thought of being like, I didn't feel this, so I want my kids to feel this, type of energy. She gave them the tough love that she experienced. And then it comes down to Junon, who didn't feel the love from her mother, but she knew her mom loved her, but she didn't raise her child to feel all her love. You get what I'm saying? It kind of feel like those places where it's like, when you're raised a certain way, you either want to raise your children the opposite because you want them to know you love them. You want them to feel love. You want them to have a happy life, a happy childhood, all that. And then on the other spectrum, you have people who are raised a certain way, and instead of them being like, I'm going to change this for my child because I know I didn't like this growing up, they use that because that's all that they know. You get what I'm saying? It's like instead of changing their ways, they're embracing their ways and being like, well, my mom was raised like this, I was raised like this, now I'm going to raise you like this. And it never ends. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to understand what you're missing and we're going to go from there.
You know, Marie, I figured out what you're missing.
I'm sorry,
You've
I
been
did a lot of
fuming
talking.
inside for years because you have no hope. But no one can live like this. Not really. I need hope.
Right.
That you'll be okay. That you will heal. That life will go on. And maybe even one day, you and I can talk. Really talk. About everything.
Exactly. Because we're trying to heal Junon.
And if,
we're trying to heal this family, y'all.
That way, if you were to die, at least we'll have had this. Hope that things change. Hope to change. I'm not forgiving you, Marie. As Astrid would say, there's nothing to forgive in an accident.
Okay.
The only one I want to forgive is myself. I forgive myself for my failures.
Exactly.
For not believing
That's what
in
you can
myself
do
for so long. I'm sorry
Control
I
the
had
things
such
you
a
can
hard time
control.
realizing how strong I am. In my own way. I have the strength to live. I even have the strength to help you live if it comes to that. And with some help from the people who love us, you and I can heal.
Mm-hmm. The silence in the room is only disrupted by the faint beeping of medical devices. I'm gonna let her finish typing. Marie's eyes are closed. She is perfectly still. A moment goes by. Gazing upon her mother, Junon seems at peace. Then Marie's hands twitches. There we go. It's a small movement,
Mom,
barely.
you promised we'd go to the park.
And we will. Just give me 5 more minutes, will you?
Wait, what's going on? Wait, what's going on? Hold on. Perceptible, but it's enough for Junon to seize her mother's hand and hold it. Oh wait, let's keep editing. Hold on. What does this mean? Oh, so we can't see every option. Okay, let's see.
Very well.
Let's see what
Marie.
happens.
We agree. I'm going to tell the doctor not to take life-prolonging measures. That's what you would have wanted. Just so you know, I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for Diane. She loves you, you know? She doesn't want you to die, but I don't want you to begrudge her for still being alive. I'm doing this for myself as well. Because I hate you.
Wow.
I hate you for what you did to Astrid. I hate you for my years of defenselessness and anger. And I think I'll never be able to not hate you. I actually understand your fear of not being completely there. I understand it because that's how I've always lived. It's horrible. And it stops today.
If I would have known it was gonna be like this, I would have chose my initial decision last, because I thought once we locked that decision in, it was locked in. Okay, so this is a different one. Okay, I'm gonna let her get a few sentences in. That's crazy. Okay, Junon enters the cafeteria and walks up to a table where Deanne has fallen asleep. She wakes her up very gently, whispers a few words that we cannot hear. Deanne jumps to her feet and starts crying. Junon hugs her, but she's gazing into the distance.
I know.
A mischievous grin gradually appears on her face. Let's keep editing. Okay, so she's still alive. She's just, okay, keep editing. Okay, let's get that last decision.
I can't give you what you want. Not this time. I refuse to take on this responsibility. If Jan feels like taking care of it, good for her. I'm tired of your crooked schemes, your poison chalices. I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
I'm gonna speak on Astrid talking in the
imagining
background
things
too.
either.
Hold on.
I don't want you to die. In fact, I was hoping you would live through this. That you would come back cognizant enough to think about what you've done. And that it would make you suffer. For a long time. You'll never see me again. I'm sorry I can't look you in the eyes to tell you this. And yet, that's exactly how things have always been between us. Adieu, Marie.
Adieu. Adieu, Marie. Adieu. Exterior hospital lot day. Junon reaches her car. Her face is expressionless, but a fire is burning in her eyes. She drives for a while and enters the little groove where she got into an accident so many times before, but this time nothing happens. As the car disappears in the distance, a deer watches it from the side of the road. Yeah, stay off the road, Bambi, before running off into the
Have
woods.
gone mute.
No, you haven't. Why would you say that?
So you can actually hear me.
Okay, message received. I'm coming soon.
Okay, so let's keep editing. Let's get our original ending. I'm pretty sure once we lock it in, things may change as like the
You know,
like
Marie,
visual
I
of it
figured
all.
out what you're missing.
Hold on,
You've been
I'm gonna
fuming inside for years
skip
because
this.
you have no hope. But no one can live like this. Not really.
Okay, so what I was saying is I don't know if once I confirm this decision that another like a mini screen video gonna show or whatever. So if it does, I will go look at the other options on YouTube. But for now, I'm gonna stick, well, for now, for indefinite, for the finale, I'm gonna choose the hope one that I just went back in and chose. But I also am curious as to why do we hear Astrid's voice? Like, I'm trying to think, did Astrid really pass away now? But I doubt she would write something like that if her daughter is still alive. You know what I mean? That's kind of crazy to say your daughter died, but she's still alive. Okay, let's press confirm and let's see what's the word? The end. Script validated. Good work.
Mom!
All right, Achille. Here we go.
At last! Are you happy with your story?
I think so.
Fine. You'll read it to me later?
I'm not sure. It's not really a story for kids. And
I want to try the red Stegosaurus today. Did you know his tail is actually a slide?
really? Can I try it too?
Only if we buy ice cream on our way back.
Seems like a fair deal to me.
I'm not doing that, y'all. They did that themselves. It says Unbreakable. The closest this will ever get to a happy ending. Okay, hold on. Shout out to all these amazing people who worked on this game. This was a beautiful story. It touched on my heart.
Gone are the times when I fell into my bed like a rock with no need
What
to
is this,
run, no
Alex?
weed.
Oh wait. What did it say? Oh dang
I
it! If
just
you
had
like to
to
read
close
the
my
wreck, it's a
eyes
real book.
into oblivion.
Okay, so it didn't have like an ending like I expected it was going to have. So I'm kind of curious now. Because I know they said once you lock in your answer, you can't go back, right? You had to start the whole game again in order to. Let me see. I can click the chapter I would like to go to. Interesting. All right, team. I think that's cool. I think I'm cool with what happened. Well, there we have it. The finale of The Wreck. I did go online to see if there was any other different, whatever Astra said at the end was anything different was said. No. She says the same thing about the slide of the dinosaur. Yeah. So pretty much everything's the same. It's just all about your achievements that you end with. And for us, we got what was the achievement? I low-key forgot. I low-key forgot that quickly. But yeah, I'm satisfied with it because to me, listening to how everyone's story was going about, like I said the last episode, that granted I didn't keep her alive, but I feel like everybody just needed to heal. And I feel like Astrid was that big circle in the middle. To be honest, I don't really think Deanne was really much affected by what happened with Astrid. I feel like her mom affected her more than Astrid did. So I'm not going to necessarily put Deanne in that connection with Astrid. I'm not going to say she wasn't affected, but just listening to Deanne talk, it more felt like she was in her grieving process for her mom. Like even when she said to her sister, like, it's been 5 years, when are you gonna heal? When are you gonna get over it? You know what I mean? Type of energy. So it's like, for me, I feel like Astrid was that big center for Marie, Alex, of course, and Junon, because they were like the main factors. They're her parents, her grandparents. Like I said in the middle of the video, or whenever I said it, with grandparents, they look at it as a second chance to raise their children again, when especially they feel like they didn't raise them correctly or raise them to their best abilities. So I feel like with Marie, she saw that as a chance to give that love again, because you heard Junon say she didn't even allow her own children inside of her paint shop, but she let her grandkids inside. You know what I mean? And or grandchild inside. So I just feel like with this family, they needed a new light, and that what Astrid was for them, a new light. And once her light got put out due to, you know, her untimely death, the whole family broke apart because for Marie, she saw that as the new person in our lives that would know what love is, wouldn't deal with what she had to deal with, what her children had to deal with. For Junon, she felt like that she had a reason to do better for herself, a reason to change her life. Even for Alex, he now felt like, oh, I have a reason to be the best person I can be because I have a little one, you know. So it's kind of just like everyone had these new expectations of themselves because of what they have to be a role model for and show positivity for. And that she was giving them that energy as well to be like, okay, you know, these are my parents, I love them, this is my grandmother, I love them, they show me love, all that. So it's kind of just like everyone had this whole entire new feeling in the air for their life and as a family unit. But then everything changed when, you know, Asher passed away. And then the hatred that Junon was feeling, I feel like even before well, I can't say, but they were hinting at the fact that it felt like Junon didn't really view her mom as the best mother, even before Astra passed away. So it's kind of just like, I feel like Junon already had some type of resentment in her heart. She may have said it, I probably forgot, but I feel like she already had some resentment for her mother in her heart, and just knowing and remembering what occurred prior the accident leading to Astra's death, I feel like that just was the cherry on top to be like, you know what, at this point, you did nothing for me. You took away the main thing that made me happy. And now look where I am. I'm alone. I'm sad. I'm hurt. I'm feeling guilty. All these things. And with Marie, I just feel like I feel like she had her guilt. Even I don't think it was necessarily guilt of feeling like, how can I word this? Let me get my word process in my head. I feel like Marie felt guilty in the sense of, okay, she may knew that it was her fault Astra didn't have her seatbelt on, but I also feel like she felt guilt and hurt because it's like I said, I once again ruined a child's life. And I know that probably sounds crazy to say like that, but it's just like I'm thinking from Marie's point of view, how she in her head wanted the generational curse to end, and already feeling like the women in that family are all cursed. And I just feel like she probably now look at it as I played a hand in ruining Astrid's future, you know? So I don't know, but this was a very enjoyable game. I like the story. Um, it's very much eye-opening, and it makes you want to take a look and reflect in on your own life and how you move and maneuvering and all that stuff. So I hope this touched anyone's heart, and I hope that you guys took positivity from it and want to do and change for the better for yourself, to know that you don't have to let your trauma, your past experience, anything just dictate how you move forward in your life. Yes, you're going to be hurt. Yes, you may have some resentment towards some people. Yes, you may feel guilty for some situations, but at the same time, you have to remember that as long as you're on this earth, you're going to feel emotions, good and bad. It's just all about how you move forward. And I feel like the best way to move forward is always just to heal from whatever experience, because all that's going to make you feel is bitterness anytime you enter a room, whether it's with someone you don't like, whether you remember a situation. I'm not saying don't forget what happened to you. Don't forget what you had to overcome to get to where you are now. But I'm not saying don't let that be your final story in your life. You know what I mean? Like, you can change your story anytime you want. And if you continue to let something be your victim card and using it to the advantage to be victimizing yourself with every situation, then you're never going to see any type of healing. You're never going to see any type of progress. And you're just going to continue to blame yourself, blame people around you, and nothing's going to change. That light at the end of the tunnel comes from accepting, moving forward, forgiving, not forgiving, but to forgive or to not forgive, but still to move forward and knowing that You got to do the steps to make you feel happy. You have to do those steps to make you feel healed, you know? So I'm not a therapist. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just speaking from my own thought process and my own experiences of how I chose to heal about situations. And like I said, everyone is their own person. But all I'm saying is it's always best to just heal. It's always best to just choose your peace, because at the end of the day, you're living with yourself in your own thoughts, in your own mind. And you just need to be able to wake up and be like, I'm at peace. I'm happy. My soul is happy, regardless of what happened yesterday, regardless of what happened last 2 years, whatever happened, you have to just look at it and be like, I'm at peace. And I'm not going to let any past situations make me who I am. Well, it made me who I am today, but I'm not going to let it be my final say of how my life is going to go. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. I know I just rambled a lot. Y'all probably clicked out the video at this point, or y'all probably zoned out, fell asleep, whatever. You may be sitting down listening. But yeah, this was a very eye-opening game, and I hope it helped you heal. Okay? I'll see you guys on the next one. We finished a story game within a month, y'all. And I've already started recording the next story game. So that game gonna be out even faster than this one. So don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.